Has it had an impact? I think for us, by God's grace, my husband is in the limelight, but only when he's in the limelight, whatever that means. It's like a day job. Yeah, so when he's in the limelight, but he's very solid. I find him very sober, very able and willing to adjust back to just unto, not unto a TV or unto a... I usually say he can have a very good conversation with someone at the gate as good as well as someone who is probably seated in a high office. So I like his ability to adjust to his, what word would I use? Yeah, but he changes with whatever he is, whichever environment he is in that requires him to do a certain thing, he's able to change. But for me also, I realize I cannot sit out very far away from where he is. And so I tag along. We are going for a bash, I tag along if I'm invited, and why not? So when we are supposed to be in the limelight, we become those people who are supposed to be in the limelight, but we don't feel like we change a lot when we are in the limelight and when we are not. At least that's what I think. Yeah. So thanks for being solid, Mazi.
I guess it's also really understanding why you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah. True.
Because the more you understand it, then there's purpose for that, and there's a reason why you're doing that. So you will not allow other things to get into your head that can now destroy that which is very core, and family is core.
Time.
Hey, 4 kids. No joke, eh?
Yeah. I think we've had to be intentional with time. Time with them cannot be postponed, it cannot be limited. Our children need quality time, but they also need quantity. So much as we're giving them quality, the few hours you may be with them in a day, you have to think about quantity. And so it's even made us make some few adjustments career-wise, and we are grateful because we've seen their lives change. We've seen us build friendship with them just because of the quality and quantity of time we're having together. Yeah, that's the one thing we've been intentional about, thank God.
I think just knowing that you have a few years with them, by the time they are becoming teenagers, how do you maximize these early years when you're with them?
Yeah. The names. We had our firstborn, he's Joshua. We gave him a name that we thought we knew the meaning. Later on, God revealed a few things and we had to change his name. Yes, we had to change his middle name, not the Joshua name. His name. Okay.
That name, the name we gave him means we are quiet. So part of that process of him getting to learn to speak was also part of it. Yeah. So the process was, prayer, therapy, changing the name, everything.
Yes.
So there's something in the name very powerful.
So it was a lesson learned. Okay, before that, that conversation I think has been going on a lot now. We are more aware of what the names of our children are. As in, those days it was squirrel, mouse, monkey. It's just as long as it's in your mother tongue. I mean, as long as it's something that sounds like monkey, it's okay, it's all right. And you just run along and we call you that name and you behave like one. But we've seen the effects of a bad name. And the Bible says a good name is better than riches for sure. But the fact that this is something we declare over you every other day, honestly, it had better be something powerful. Anyway, so once we had our lesson again, we were reminded the lesson once that happened to Joshua, and we ended up changing his name. Then we said we have to be deliberate. Now, the reason why I have done most of the naming is not necessarily because I am the head of the home. It is also partly because there are things that my husband prefers not to think too much about. So you will not find him researching so much. So I do the donkey work. Hey, he can take his time. Like, pregnancy is 9 months, he can take like 10. The baby is here. Yeah, so I help him, but I always get his consent because the names have to sound like for broadcasters. Those media guys, have to sound nice. So our first one is Joshua. We call him Kalia. Kalia means peace. And we have seen the peace of God. Where? From the terrible tantrums he used to have, and that story is a deep one. read it in the Parents Magazine, June 2021, tutawambia. So it means Kalia means peace in Kalenjin. We are both Kalenjins, by the way. Number 2 is, there are many.
Tehila?
Imanda.
Yeah.
Tehila Imanda. Okay, Joshua means salvation, God of our salvation. And Kalia means peace. Ndiema is his surname. Tehila means sings in the spirit, praise, yes. Imanda is a Kalenjin name, imagine, that means truth. Okay, Ndiema. Number 3, Netanya means gift of God. Tilil means holy, means pure. It's just like calling a baby purity in Kalenjin. So Tilil, Ndiema, of course. And then our last born, for sure it's our last born, for real. We don't intend to surprise you again. She's Eliana, Daddy. Eliana is gifted by God. No, it's, there are many. Imepotea. Yes, but something about, it's close to gift, I know. Haya, Eliana, and then there is Nelel. Now Nelel, if you've ever heard of a song that sings Taunet Nelel, yes, it means new beginning. So we were going into a new season of our lives, and we have seen God bring newness. Well, once that baby came, she had to come. Yeah, so that's our experience with their naming, and we're also very deliberate about any other nickname or anything you'd want to call them. We are very keen to note if you call them any codes that are fishy, we will stop you, because you're not going to declare that of our children. Yeah, by God's grace. Yeah.
Habakkuk Ndiema, hizo ndio zingekuwa za.
Imagine Zachariah na Habakkuk.
That's good names.
Yeah.